Well, the Olympic Games are now behind us, and our athletes are returning home to think about what comes next. Some of those athletes, like 1996 gold medalist and member of the Magnificent Seven, Dominique Dawes, start small businesses. Dominique is the owner and CEO of Dominique Dawes Gymnastics and Ninja Academies. She knows firsthand the benefits and challenges of starting a business and the help needed to thrive. She joins us live from her gym to share her experience and some advice. Dominique, I can't tell you how awesome it is to have you on the show. Thanks for joining us this morning.
I appreciate it.
So, Dominique, the nation got to know you on that Olympic stage back in the 90s. My elementary school even had a poster of you on the wall way back in the day. Can you tell us about your journey from the top of that podium to becoming a small business owner?
Well, it's been 28 years since winning gold in Atlanta, Georgia, and Atlanta's always been like a second home to me. And it really feels as if that was a whole nother lifetime ago. And if you would have asked me back then if I would ever start my own gymnastics and ninja academy, I would say absolutely not. However, I realized later on in my life, in my adulthood, that I needed to be a part of the positive change in the sport of gymnastics. The sport of gymnastics can be done in a compassionate, kind, and empowering environment, which is not the environment I came from for my 18-year journey in the sport and my 3 Olympic Games. I wanted something different for my 4 kids. And so July 2020, I opened my doors to my first Dominique Dawes Gymnastics and Ninja Academy, and we are now opening our 3rd location soon.
That is fantastic. Now, the journey to gold isn't one that's taken alone, and as you know, neither is the journey to small business ownership. So what type of help is out there?
There is tremendous help out there. Wells Fargo has the Open for Business Fund, and this was started July 2020 in the midst of the global pandemic. And that's when I opened my gym doors, and it was a struggle for me. I did not get additional funding. I did not get this level of mentorship. However, Wells Fargo has been doing this for 4 years, and throughout those 4 years, they have given up to $420 million to small businesses for funding that they needed to sustain 460,000 jobs, which is so important because you need your team to be able to keep the engines running. And throughout those 4 years, they have also provided 1.1 million hours of free counseling and mentorship. And I can attest throughout my 4 years, I got a great deal of mentorship and counseling from people in my industry that helped me overcome and navigate through the different pitfalls.
Now, speaking of important, why is it so important to keep local businesses thriving?
Well, it just helps your community. You want to make sure you're supporting the mom and pop shops. They are the bloodline to our local communities, and they are about building relationships and giving back and funding for your local community and employment in your local community. And so that's why I'm so proud to be sharing with you all what Wells Fargo has done for the Open for Business Fund. And if you want more information to hear about these positive and amazing journeys, go to stories.wf.com/OFB.
What advice do you have for small business owners?
You know, I would say buckle up, small business owners. I came from a family of entrepreneurs. My grandfather had a trash company. My dad had a trash company. My uncles had trash and recycling companies. And so I saw firsthand the level of commitment. My dad was up at 3 o'clock in the morning and he would come home later than 8 p.m. However, I was training at that time 5 to 7 hours a day. And so I had the grit, the work ethic from training for 3 different Olympic Games. You have to truly be passionate about what you're doing, and you have to believe in your vision. And that's why I love the work that we're doing now with the Dominique Dawes Gymnastics and Ninja Academy, because it's all about positive change in the sport, a kind and compassionate culture, especially since the culture I came from is one that I do not want. As a mother of 4 for my 4 kids, I don't want that. I want them to have fun. I want them to have a happy, healthy, balanced childhood.
Now, you were part of the team that really helped start the U.S. women's gymnastics dynasty. We can't let you go without getting your reaction to Team USA's performance in Paris. And specifically, since we're based in Jersey, I'd love to hear your take on the young phenom Hesley Rivera, who's from Bergen County and just 16 years old.
Yes, I was at Olympic trials and I saw her performance day one, not live and in person. And I was like, this little girl has a shot to make the team. And there were a number of injuries that did occur, and she ended up making the team. And I think it's probably been a unique experience, different than probably she was envisioning the Olympics would be like. But to walk away a part of Team USA with a gold medal, Simone Biles leading the way, competing in her 3rd Olympic Games. I was the last female gymnast to do that 24 years ago. And then the excitement and the enthusiasm of Jordan Chiles is phenomenal out there. I've never seen competitors high five their competitors. I've never seen someone so happy to be on the floor and to be taking in that moment is so special to see.
They were fantastic this year. Dominique Dawes, this information was so helpful, and I'm so glad you got to come on this morning. Thanks so much, and all the best to you and your business.
Thank you, and thank you for watching me in Atlanta when you were 10 years old.
Unbelievable. It's so surreal right now. Coming up, our very own Bobby Santoro joins us to talk baseball and the upcoming football season. Stick around.